If you've ever turned on your faucet and seen brown water, don't panic. It's one of the most common questions we receive, and today we're explaining what causes it, when you should be concerned, and what you should do if it happens in your home. Welcome back to Meet Manor Mondays.
Let's get into it. Before we jump into today's update, we want to say thank you to everyone who joined us for Movies in the Park to watch The Secret Life of Pets, and thank you to our sponsor, Frontier Bank, who made this summer event unforgettable.
It was great seeing so many families out enjoying a summer evening together. Now let's talk about something that can definitely catch you by surprise: turning on the faucet and seeing brown water.
If you've experienced it before, you're definitely not alone. And while it can look alarming, there's an explanation behind it.
That's why today we're separating fact from fiction and answering the questions we hear most often.
Before we meet with Raymond, here's a quick look at some of the work happening behind the scenes to strengthen Manor's water system. Construction continues on Greg Lane ground storage tank. Expansion work is underway at the Will Barger wastewater treatment plant. And crews are continuing water line replacement and installing new valves throughout the city.
Projects like these aren't always visible, but they're important investments that improve reliability, increase capacity, and help prepare our infrastructure for Manor's continued growth.
While we're talking about infrastructure, here's a helpful tip from Public Works. If you notice a patch of brown grass surrounded by green grass, it could indicate a gas leak. But if you notice a patch of bright green grass surrounded by brown grass and it hasn't rained recently, it could be a water leak.
If you ever notice either of those situations, please report it to Public Works by calling 512-272-555 extension 5 so crews can investigate and help keep our community safe.
Utilities also recommends flushing your water heater and replacing water softener filters as part of routine home maintenance to help keep your plumbing system operating efficiently.
Now let's take a look at what happened during the August 5th City Council meeting in this week's Council Corner. Welcome back to the Council Corner. Today, we're recapping the August 5th City Council meeting where Council took action on economic development, infrastructure, youth engagement, upcoming elections, and legislative priorities for the City of Manor.
Let's take a look at the key decisions and highlights from the meeting.
One of the major items discussed was the First Amendment to the exclusive negotiating agreement with Hunt Development Group for the Manor Town Center project. The amendment allows Hunt Development Group to modify the anticipated financing structure, project timeline, and target dates for finalizing the real estate agreement, including the guaranteed maximum purchase price. It also revises the amount of pre-development cost and the developer's total cost needed to reach the final closing, while establishing a cap on the developer's total liability under the agreement.
So, what does that mean for the future of Manor Town Center? With City Council approval, the amendment moves the city closer to an anticipated closing date of September 16th. Groundbreaking to begin construction is tentatively scheduled for September 28th. The Manor Town Center project is expected to serve as the anchor for a multi-phase mixed-use development that could bring a hotel and convention center project as well as an entertainment district to the community.
Council also considered a second amendment to the Chapter 380 agreement for Kimbrough Crossing. The amendment corrects financial calculations that needed to be updated before the documents could be filed with the State Comptroller's Office.
Importantly, these corrections do not change the terms of the Chapter 380 agreement, the total grant amount, or the scheduled payment dates. The agreement continues to support the Kimbrough Crossing retail development, with construction expected to begin in fall 2026.
Another item on the agenda was an interlocal agreement with Travis County for road maintenance services. The agreement would allow the city to work with Travis County and the Texas Department of Transportation, or TxDOT, on improvements to a section of Old Kimbrough Road from US 290 to Old Highway 20.
This project has been identified by the county and TxDOT as an improvement needed for the community. By executing the agreement at this time, the city can utilize the contractor already working on Travis County portions of the proposed road improvement project. This also allows the city to take advantage of economy of scale pricing for the city's portion of the work.
Council also appointed members to the Manor Youth Advisory Commission, along with the City Council liaison. The Manor Youth Advisory Commission, or MYAC, is a City Council-approved initiative designed to give Manor students in grades 8 through 12 an opportunity to serve as commissioners.
Through YAC, students will work on youth-related matters and initiatives that support student engagement and service to the community. The Commission provides Manor youth with an opportunity to participate in their community and contribute to initiatives that impact students and young people.
Looking ahead to November, Council also called the November 3rd, 2026 general election to elect City Council places 2, 4, and 6.
If you want to participate in the 2026 general election, please visit our website under the elections page to view all of the qualifications. The residents of the following subdivisions are not eligible to vote in the city's general election because of their municipal utility district designation. However, they are still eligible to vote on other county and federal ballot items.
Council also called a special election related to the proposed amendments to the city charter. There will be 4 propositions on the ballot: Proposition A, B, C, and D. To view all of the propositions, please visit our website under the elections page.
And finally, Council considered a resolution establishing Manor's legislative priorities for the upcoming 90th Texas legislative session. The City Council's priorities include affordable housing, economic development incentives, education, emergency service districts, regulation of adult entertainment, technology, and manufacturing, workforce development, and 21st century infrastructure.
The City Council also identified several key legislative issues, including property tax relief, water and wastewater, racial and social equity, healthcare, and transportation.
Through these priorities, the city will seek support and collaboration with other communities in Texas Municipal League. The goal is to strengthen local and regional government's ability to address community needs and provide services efficiently, while maintaining local policies and ordinances that achieve measurable results.
That's all for this edition of Council Corner.
Thank you for staying informed about what's happening in your city. We'll see you at the next Council Corner. Now it's time for one of our favorite parts of the show, Frontline Manor, where your questions meet answers.
This week, we're tackling one of the most common questions we receive from residents. Why is my water brown? Whether you've experienced it once or have simply wondered what causes it, we know it can be concerning.
Utility Superintendent Raymond joins us to talk about what causes discolored water, whether it's safe, and what you should do if you ever notice it in your home. These are the 3 questions outlined for this week's Frontline Manor segment.
Let's head over to Frontline Manor.
You know it, the Lord, you know it, so someday.
Welcome back to Frontline Manor. I'm your host, Kevin Stewart, Mr. Do Right If You Did Not Know, bringing your questions straight to the source. And today we have Raymond, the Utility Superintendent from Manor, Texas. How you doing, sir?
How you doing?
We have a couple of questions for you today. And our first question is, we've all seen brown or discolored water come from the tap before. What causes that?
It's caused by the natural sediments that sit at the bottom of the pipe from our groundwater, aquifers. It can be changes from the pressure in the pipe or temperature change. You'll normally see maybe like a cloudiness. It could be from water heaters. It can be from water softeners. If you don't change your filter on your water softener, that can cause issues. If you don't flush your water heater, once a year, then that can also cause issues as well.
Our next question for today is discolored water safe? And should residents be concerned when they see it?
The Texas Commission on Environmental Quality states that color in tap water often is aesthetic, harmless, natural occurring minerals such as iron and manganese. In these cases, the water may look bad, but it is safe to drink. When brown water occurs, residents should call their water provider to assess the discoloration. The water provider will address the concerns and assess the situation.
And for our last question, if someone notices discolored water at home, what steps should they take?
First, they should avoid using the hot water. When a discoloration does go into your line, it can cause a stir up or It can cause discoloration in your hot water heater.
Okay.
And it can stay in there for hours because it's already inside another tank. Next step you would like to do is you go outside and you flush your outside hose bit until it clears up. If there's still issues, you can call your operator or your water provider, and they can come out and assess the situation and determine if the water is still discolored, or do they need to do more investigation by flushing fire hydrants.
Okay. And the bib outside is basically your faucets on the side of your house?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Raymond, for joining us today. Thank you also. This is Frontline Manor. I'm your host, Kevin Stewart, Mr. Do Right If You Did Not Know. And until next time, peace.
You know it. The Lord. You know it. So someday.
Before we wrap up today's episode, here's one final reminder for our Manor families.
The first day of school is this Wednesday. We hope everyone has a safe, fun, and successful start to the new school year. If you still need school supply information, transportation details, or other important back-to-school resources, be sure to visit Manor ISD's back-to-school webpage.
That's all for this week's Meet Manor Mondays.
From learning more about our water system to staying up to date on the projects happening across Manor, we hope today's episode answered a few of your questions and gave you a better look at the work happening behind the scenes every day.
If you found this episode helpful, be sure to share it with a friend or neighbor. Chances are they've wondered about brown water too.
And if you have a question you'd like us to answer in a future Frontline Manor, we'd love to hear from you. Submit your questions, comments, and concerns at bit.ly/Meet Manor Mondays, and we'll feature the right person on the series to address it.
We'll see you next Monday with more updates from the City of Manor.
Thanks for watching.